Yes, sir. Hey, you know, got front row seats for you, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Dr. Khan put us on, man.
I promise.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Step in the building.
Okay. All right. We the willing, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much with so little. For so long, we are now qualified to do anything with nothing. All right, I'll do that again for you guys. We the willing, having led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much with so little for so long, we are not qualified to do anything with nothing. All right, what does that mean to you, AD?
Processing it. But when you're not grateful for what you have, you know, I don't know how to put it to words really. Yeah.
I got you. I'll put it perfectly for you, right? Every day in life, right, you're gonna wake up and the sun's gonna be above you. All right? So every day, a gazelle wakes up and a lion wakes up and they're the same exact person. But they realize that every day they have to be willing to run. It's not exactly, there's never a question of worth for the gazelle or worth for the lion, but it's a question of will. He never questions his worth. They all know that they're gonna wake up in the morning, but are you willing to run? Are you willing to live to actually see another day? All right? You have to be willing, all right? Your worth is never in question. I'm gonna show you how that works, all right? There's such thing called human potential level, all right? Your human potential level is equated to your ingrown attributes, all right? So your ingrown attributes are gonna be things that you're just born with, all right? Kid, you're naturally born with a nice beard. I can't grow my beard like that, kid. You know, you're naturally born like that. You're naturally born with beautiful skin, man. You know, I can't do that, right? You know, there's certain things that, right? Juice is favorite, right? There's certain things that just come natural to you. Your ingrown attributes, right? Those are your ingrown attributes, things that just come to you naturally, right? Then you have something called your acquired attributes. All right, those are things that you learn or that you gain over time, right? That would be, learning the sales book, right? Or things that you learn, like I said, or touching the stove and realizing that
I'd
it's
like
hot.
to add to that, learning how to control the controllables. A lot of people don't understand. Hey, if your attitude is great, everything else is gonna fall in place.
Watch
right?
this.
You gotta control the controllables. I hope I'm not stealing your
Don't
thunder.
worry, I got you, my brother. We finna get right there, all right? Because all these things are what's gonna be you, all right? Every day there's a sloth and a lion born.
That's right.
You can't control which one you're gonna be, all right? What you can control is something on the outside, and that's your attitude, all right? Your attitude is the most important thing, all right? Because you can be a happy sloth and you can be a happy lion, or you can be a sad lion and you can be a sad sloth, all right? But it's all based on your will.
Love it. Love it.
Never question your worth. Never question your worth. Question, are you willing?
Ooh, that's huge. That's a key statement for the day. I love it.
Are you willing to do what it takes to make things happen? Are you willing?
My God.
Don't just be, you're already worth it because your human potential level already says that you're worth it, right? But are you willing? Are you willing? Are you willing? All right? Worth is already yours. Be willing to be willing and watch what follows. All right? Let's get it. Your worth isn't up for debate. That's not something that you can even debate with me. All right? Am I worth it? Right? Your worth is not up for debate, right? It's already something that's already etched in stone. You were born. You're here.
Hey, you know, I heard Gary Vee say, and I'm sure anybody heard it. Gary Vee, phenomenal, one of my mentors online. But he said there's like 1 billion chance that you was here. You know that you could have been a tree, right, or just those stuff. But you know, God chose you to be that human being.
Exactly.
Right? What was the odds, right? Of
What
that
odds?
one little seed in a name, boom.
I'll take it even further for you, kid.
How many different chromosomes?
Watch this, kid. I'll take it even further for you, kid. Everybody from you to a frog are born looking the same exact way inside the womb. Only thing that changes is how they develop over time. But everything starts out the same exact way.
Wow.
That's because everything is connected. Everything has the same exact will, the will to live. What are you gonna do to make that happen? Are you gonna change into what you need to change into, or are you gonna be what you need to be? Everybody has that, but it's all based up to you to will it. All right. Everyone's worth something, but it's up to you to have that will. All right. Skill can be developed, knowledge can be gained, but work is built in. You have to understand that inside your human being self. All right. Don't ever question your worth. Right. You can question other things. All right. You can question why you were born a sloth. Right. But don't ever question the fact you are a sloth. If you are a sloth, don't ever question if you're a lion why you're a lion, because you're a lion and you're worth being a lion. Run every day. Work every day. The key thing today, like I said, is having willingness. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to be what you are? All right. Worth is already yours. Yours. I'm sorry. I can't be country today. All right. Worth is already yours. You don't have to earn your worth. Confidence grows when you accept your value. All right. Long time ago, I understood that, I'm going to be who I'm going to be. And I had to be okay with that. But I also had to understand that there's worth in understanding that concept. All right? I don't try to be anybody else. I'm trying to just be myself. And in being myself, I have to be willing to make the sacrifices that are required to maintain and be myself. Whether that be not taking opportunities or taking advantage of opportunities. All right? All those things are based on my willingness. I was willing to take advantage of those situations. I was willing to not take advantage of those situations. All based on my will. But you have to be willing to will it just like that. You can't diverge on that. You have to say, okay, I know I'm worth it, but am I willing? I know I'm worth it. Everybody say, I know I'm worth it.
I know I'm worth it.
Confidence grows when you accept your value. Example, a seed already contains everything it needs to become a tree. We just talked about that, right? And in the day, you can see a small mustard seed, right? And we talk about having that much faith, right? That much faith, the size of a mustard seed can make things grow immensely, all right? But it's all based off of faith and having the will to make it happen. Willing is the bridge to growth. I may not know everything, but I'll try. You don't have to be perfect, just willing. All right? I've been out there in the field, and I've had days where I was able to knock 10 doors and get 9 sales. Right? But I've also had days where I had to knock 100 doors to get 1. All right? So the thing is, every day I'm willing to sacrifice what I got to do to make it happen. I'm not saying, okay, well, then when I work 3 hours just because I had a good day. Every day I'm willing to say, okay, I'm going to go out here, I'm going to work from 11 to 8 o'clock every day because that's the will I have. I'm not depending on the fact that I'm a lion and I can do it in 3 hours. Right? I'm not saying, okay, I'm a sloth, it may take me a little slower today to do it. I'm saying, okay, I'm willing to do the full shift and make it happen within that capacity of it. Being willing to take advantage of everything in every example, in every person, and everything I get in front of, I'm willing to take advantage of that to the T. Because I'm willing that to be so in my being. I know that I'm worth this person saying yes to me. Am I willing to go out and get in front of enough people for them to say yes to me?
Awesome.
I know that the product I have is worth people saying yes to me. Am I willing to get in front of enough people to get them to say yes to me?
Come on. That's it.
Are you willing?
It's huge.
All right? The person that gets in front of the most doors always wins, right? Willingness creates momentum. Small steps lead to big changes, right, Stephanie?
Yeah.
All right. Opportunities appear when you take action. All right. You can give effort, right? And it can be what you consider to be your best. But are you willing to give up the little small things in order to give your true best? Because you can work hard, and you can not be working the hardest. Does that make sense? I can go out here and I can put forth an effort and I can do 10 sales easy, right? But why when I'm able to do 15, 20? Why settle for not being your best? Because eventually someday you might not be able to do that. Be willing to be your best every day. Because you're going to be what you're going to be. All right? There's been times where I could have went out and taken advantage of opportunities and made money in that situation, but I didn't. It's because I wasn't willing to do what I need to do to take advantage of that situation. See? Mm-hmm. And that's how things happen for me. But at the same time, it's will that's got me to where I am right now today. Because if I didn't have the will to say, okay, well, I'll sacrifice my first couple weeks of pay in order to have the position I want, to be able to stand in front of the room and teach you guys this stuff, then I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be. When I first got here, there was no such thing as a sales trainer. I just want you guys to know that. That wasn't a position. All right? I had to be willing to bet on myself to say, okay, I can do this. Are you willing to bet on yourself? All right? That probably cost me thousands of dollars to bet on myself to do that. I just want to let you all know that, right? Because I did pretty well my first couple of weeks. So I would have been making $100 a sale in order to do that, right? But I said, okay, keep that because I want this. Right? Are you willing to bet on yourself and do the same thing? I don't want the little small 10 sales. I want the 15, 20. Are you willing to say, okay, well, I don't want to. In order to do that, I may have to go out a little early. So that I don't want to, go out there and hang out with you all day. I got to go to work. I can't waste time at the gym, right? I got to go to work. Are you willing to make the sacrifices to have the stuff that you're supposed to have? Olympians start with the willingness to practice daily. All right. We talk about winning and being a part of a winning opportunity. All right. You can't do something halfway. You're not willing. You're not willing. You're worth it, but in your mind you've already defeated yourself because you're not willing to do what it takes to be worth what you're supposed to be worth. You can have $1 million car and go slow. Or you can have $1 million car and you can go fast. It's all based on your will and where you're willing to go in that car and how fast you want to get there. Will is very, very important, guys. Will,
you can go fast in $1,000 car too.
Exactly. It's all based on will. You see what I'm saying? Will is very, very, very important, guys. Where there's a will, there's a way. Is what they say, right? Mm-hmm. You gotta be willing. Will you or won't you? It's all based on what you decide on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. It's a mind thing. A lot of times we defeat ourselves before we even get out there because we're questioning whether we're worth doing it. Am I even worth going out here and making that much money? Should I have that much money? Because of question yourself. Why question yourself when you're here? You made it here. That's half of the battle. 90% of the battle is showing up. Come on. 10% of the battle is actually going on. 90% of the battle is just showing up. If you show up, that's most of it. All right? If I show up at the doors, if I show up at 6 doors, I guarantee I'm gonna walk away every day with free sales. But that's because I'm willing to do that. You gotta be willing to do that every day. Don't just count on your skill, count on your will. Every day. There was never a day when I went to work where I said, okay, well I'm gonna work half the day today because I'm good. I don't have to work a whole week this week because I'm good. I can just work half a week this week because I don't have to make that much money this week. I never did that. I don't have that in me because I'm willing to bet on myself every time that, okay, if I go out here and do this, this is what's gonna happen. And I can rest later. Because when you're resting, somebody else is hunting. And if you're a gazelle and that's a lion, you know what happens when you don't run. So every day, guys, you gotta get up and be willing to run. Every day. All right? Your worth is not in question. The only question is, are you willing? When are you? When you are, growth opportunity will follow, guys. All right? There's not a question of your worth. It's a question of, are you willing? All right? No. And if you're willing, everything else that you want will follow. But you have to be willing. You have to be willing. All right? Everybody stand up for me. Affirmation for today. My work is already mine. Today I choose to be willing. All right, everybody say that with me. My work is already mine. Today I choose to be willing. Again, my work is already mine. Today I choose to be willing. Again, my work is already mine. Today I choose to be willing. All right. Challenge, man. Take one step you've been putting off. All right. So that thing that you've been putting off doing, that goal you've been putting off setting, that thing that you've been saying, okay, I'm going to get to doing. All right. Are you willing to do it right now? Put it on paper and make it happen right now. Don't wait on it right now. We need it right now. When do we want it? Now. When do we want it? Now. Come on, man. Give it to me right now. Right? Right now, what happens because you're willing? All right? Is it going to happen because you're willing? And write it down. Reflect on this thing. Make it happen. Make it plain. Make it be within yourself. Because you're worth it.
Come on.
Right? Write it down, guys, all right? Write it down and make it plain, all right? Because this is the thing. It's all based on your inner self, all right? These things are going to happen because you're already having the things you need to make it happen, but you got to have the will. The will is going to determine your attitude. Your attitude determines everything. Your attitude is your aptitude, but that's all based on your will, all right? Nobody ever sees me upset or sees me frowning beside my wife. You know why? Because I'm willing to say, damn the torpedoes, damn everything else, I'm going to show up. I'm willing to do that every day. Because I know that will is what gets me here. It's not my worth. It's not how much I'm worth to Matt. It's not how much I'm worth to Dr. Khan. It's my will to show up every day and be the best person I can be for you all. Are you willing to be the best person for yourself? Worth is yours. Willing unlocks what comes next. Are you guys willing? All right, that's it.
Fire, bro. Fire.